Ready to get this game started, here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're off from Foxborough. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Patriots will have a first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Throw left side, complete. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. So no return on that punt. And the Chargers take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Breaks through, and he might break away. The 30. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Herbert from the gun. He's going deep. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st and 10, Herbert. It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Lonnie Tavai ranging in for the stop. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's an option play to the left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. From his own end zone on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's the option give to Warren. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the 1st down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Flushed out of the pocket, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Trying again, following the sack. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They take over just shy of midfield. He lets a heater go deep. He's got it inside the 25. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. From the red zone now. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
He's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Back to the well again. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Oh, he's going to run for it. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Maher connects there. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity in any success for an offense.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Patriots looking down a very long field. defense looking to defend the marker on third down. They're throwing it. Trying for the deep ball. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing fourth down. The Patriots have their punting unit out. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. It'll be a punt of 39 yards in the end. And they're going to take over possession. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. And they were all over that reverse. He's tracked down behind the line.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you've got to find a way to make them miss in the backfield.
2nd and 15. Setting up the screen. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Hit made by Josh Uche.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On third down, Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Catch is made in close. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Throwing from the gun here. Launches one deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down close to the 15 before going out. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. And he's brought down for a loss. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
He's on the move. He's going to end up out of bounds well short of that line, so the defense credited with a sack.
I'll admit it, as a former QB, probably the last one to always cast blame on the QB, but that's a situation where you just got to get rid of the ball. I will give a little blame. You got to throw it away and just take an incompletion.
Chargers in the dime on 3rd down. 6 DBs out in coverage. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 3rd and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Well, if nothing else, that proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to connect.
And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Herbert on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
One of the big lessons you learn transitioning from college to the NFL is you can't get it all back at once, offensively or defensively. But this is the right way to go about it now defensively. You got to get a sack. You got to get something going to stem this momentum, and that might just be the sack they needed.
It is caught left side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Third down, the Patriots sending out some reinforcements with a dime package. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number one. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. On now is York to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now we're on the counter. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Complete out to the right. It's a gain of 22. And the Chargers will have a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that first down marker.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He has the first over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 16 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
First and 10 from the 41. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Gets this to Kincaid. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Escapes the pocket. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Big gain downfield. And he brings it in for a New England touchdown. The Patriots start the 2nd half with some needed points. T. Higgins, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Patriots get it back to a 14-point game. Now is York to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he cuts it back right. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
1st down from the red zone. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. Takes it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a 3-possession game. All right, looks like they want another look at this one. The play going to be reviewed by our officials, making sure they got this one right. So they wanted to take another look, and that turned out to be a good decision. The call on the field overturned. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Buying some time left. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Chargers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. On the move, headed right. He's on the move. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Warren here from the gun. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's scooped out by the Chargers.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal. Right up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers continue piling onto this lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Another turnover, this time it's an interception. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Chargers return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now Now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Throwing off the play fake here. Vacates quickly left side. Throwing on the run, deep down that left. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Chargers are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Trying the right side. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots will be backed up pretty deep to start the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. There he goes on the right side. 40. Hits the 20. He will go. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots putting up points in a game decided. You're good on the point after. And the Patriots cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. Down by 3 scores. Their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff now to the receiver. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Zone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, was the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Another carry for him. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. There's a give to Vidal. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Chargers ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's a handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Maher connects there. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They send a man in motion. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Big gain, has them across the 40. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against a front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And they'll hold him up after a short carry to the 44. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Now the Patriots calling their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Desperation time here on fourth. Forced out to his right. Oh, he loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on fourth actually worked. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory.